Do you know how to align your club face? Do you understand how alignment works? I'd be willing to bet you don't. Let's jump into this video. Let me show you how alignment really happens. So a lot of times golfers make a mistake of thinking that the grooves on their face equals where they're lined up. In this video, I'm going to show you how that is wrong and how that is a misconception, and we are going to myth bust our way out of that one. So when we get into a short game, a lot of people get concerned about when they open the club face that the club face isn't pointed at the target, and how am I going to hit it back to my target? And where a lot of people get it wrong is they're not looking at the golf club in the true manner that it's made. They forgot about loft and not your lack of talent, and that's probably part of the problem. It's more of when I set this golf club down and that little aimer on the face points to my target, a lot of golfers try to hit the lower lofted shots by leaning the handle forward. The problem with that is that when they do that, it puts their leading edge into play. The other part of the problem that golfers have is when they try to open the face, they lean the handle forward again, and it points the face way to the right. What you have to remember is the golf club happens in three-dimensional space. So if I like to hit a low shot, I like to hood my wedge so you can see where the loft comes down, but it points the club face to the right. Sorry, to the left. When I hood the club face, it points it to the left. Now, I want to raise the handle to point it back to straight. Whoa, that's crazy. So if I sit there and hold it square, hood it shut, and lift the grip up, it points back to the target. And now I can stand in there and hit little dinky chip shots and have a pretty good chance of hitting it straight consistently because I'm constantly pointing the face at the target. The opposite holds true to if I open the club face, that yes, if I press the handle forward, it's going to go right. But that's why I lean the handle down. So if I open the face, the handle should come down a little bit, and that points it back to my target as well. So the thing you have to take away from in this video, if you don't learn anything, is that you can close the face and lift the handle and it still be a straight shot. You can open the face and lower the handle and be a straight shot. And that the grooves don't always tell you where it's going to go. That's just part of the game. The loft is where we want to manage and point it towards. So if I was going to try and hit a low little chip, I'd get set up normal, pitch shot stance, lean a little left, ball's in the middle, hood the face. I'd scoot in a little closer to get the handle up. And then now I can hit soft little pitch shots that are low and will run and always interact with the bounce. That's the thing that's critical when it comes to these short game shots, is that we have the bounce to the ground. On the opposite side of that spectrum, I'd take up my pitching stance, open the face, I'd lower the handle a little bit. My hand would be in a little bit more extension than flexion with the other shot. And then from there, I can hit soft little pitch shots if I maintain my wrist angles. So that's a good little point to talk about. When I set up to hit these short little shots, anything inside of 40 yards, my stance stays pretty consistent. The ball position stays pretty consistent. What I'll do is hood the face, lift the handle, so I'll scoot in a little bit. And then I'm trying to keep my left wrist flexed on these low runners. And then when I get into the high soft ones I want to hit, same stance, open the face, lower the handle, so I'll back up a little bit. And by doing that, it's going to put my hand in a little bit of extension. So I'm going to hold that extension for a little bit longer. And I'll hit soft little buttery pitch shots that have these nice little slow landings. So then we get into the world of, all right, coach, well, what happens if it's thin or dormant Bermuda? You know, what do I do there? Well, the concept stays the same. If I interact with the turf, I could hit it off of this concrete. And I'll save that for another video where I hit pitch shots off of concrete and show you that as long as the bounce is on the ground, you got a chance. And so the thing I would take away from here is just remember the grooves don't equal the alignment. You can play with the handle. And the funny part is a lot of people I talk to when I bring this up, like, oh yeah, when the ball's above your feet, it goes left. Can't imagine why. Same thing when the ball's below your feet, it goes to the right. It's because you're tilting the shaft. Shaft's doing a lot of this, ball's going to go a lot of different places. So if we bring back my little magnet here, my magnet friend, right? If the shaft's at horizontal, ball's going left. Shaft's vertical, ball's going to go more to the right. So again, all of a sudden it starts to make sense to people. So if I hood the face, lift the handle, it balances. If I open the face, lower the handle, it's a balance. So what I would encourage you to do when you get out there next time on the golf course, let the club sit. And that's another thing to think about. When the club sits on the ground, it wants to twist back and open anyways. It doesn't want to sit this way. It wants to sit this way. And so it naturally just wants to go back and down, and we, the golfer, fight that. So if I'm hitting a high, soft pitch, face is open, handle down, scoop back a touch, hand in extension, just maintaining it. Soft little pitch shot that goes up and lands nice and neat. If I need it to hit low and run, I'll get my normal stance, twist the face a little shut, raise the handle a little bit, get a little closer to the ball, keep my hand in a little more flexion, and I hit nice, soft little runners. So next time you go to set up to hit some short game shots, don't let the myth that the grooves tell you where you're aimed trick you. You know better. You know the loft is what matters the most. So we'll see you guys later. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, please. Leave a comment below. I'll chat with you guys soon.